bum bum da 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 bum bum da. Hey guys, what's up and welcome back or to the Roomies Digest. My name's Christine, and in today's video we are going to be doing my July reading journal spread. I'm really excited for the spread this month because if you guys don't know, this month I'm participating in a readathon called the Tarot Readathon. It's hosted by a ton of really amazing booktubers: Noelle from Noelle 7 Pages, Jess from Books Past Bedtime, Deja from Deja's Book World, and Brittany from Literarily Smitten. I am super excited to join this readathon. It's a competitive tarot themed readathon. I am going to be on the team of the Swords, which is of course the, I guess, sign of Gemini. Like that's my cup of tea. So I'm going to be on the Swords team, and if you guys want more info about that readathon, I'm going to have all that information linked below. So if you guys want to join, definitely do. It starts on the 10th of July and runs until July 24th. So in the spirit of that fun readathon, I decided to do an entire tarot themed spread, and of course we had to start off the spread with my absolute favorite card, which is the Queen of Wands. Yes, she's a fire sign card, but she is the card that speaks the most to me, other than the Strength card, which I pull a lot as well. And yeah, so that's basically what I decided to start off my spread with. So as you guys know, I always do kind of like a TBR calendar for the month. So on the left hand side here, I have the month of July drawn out, as well as spaces for the live shows, readathons, readalongs, and the buddy reads that I'll be doing this month. I decided to kind of do these crystal doodles to go with the tarot theme, and then I did something a little bit different with my TBR. Usually I just kind of do like a little doodle and then list out everything for my TBR, but this month I decided to draw every single tarot card that I drew for my TBR this month. So that is what those little doodles on the right hand side are. On the left hand side, of course, I'm going to fill in the days of the week for my calendar, and I will draw in the July title in a little bit, and then I'm going to start on the right hand side with all of the different cards that I drew. So this readathon is really cool because you basically draw the cards, and each card has a different kind of theme for what you should read for the month. It's kind of in-depth and hard for me to explain all right now, so if you want that information, I'm going to link the Google Doc below so you can check it out. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited, and of course, because it's a competition, y'all know that I am there. So for this readathon, I drew a couple of cards. I think this is right, so roll with me if this isn't right, guys, but I think that I drew the Two of Cups, the King of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, the Nine of Swords, the Two of Swords, the Three of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, and I believe the Ace of Pentacles? I think, I'm not sure. But as you can see, for each of these prompts, I wrote the book that I'm going to be reading for that prompt below, and then have a little checkbox for when I read it. So you guys know that I like to color coordinate everything in my journal spread for the month. So of course we have two new colors that I kind of incorporated last month but didn't really talk about. I've got Book of the Month books and NetGalley books. I decided to start doing Book of the Month and NetGalley vlogs, reading vlogs. So I've got those two for sure this month. And then of course the colors for the Tarot Readathon, as well as colors for all of my buddy reads. I'm doing some fun buddy reads that have nothing to do with the Tarot Readathon. First of all, Mistborn. If you guys have read Mistborn, leave me a sword emoji down below. And also Spin the Dawn with Nicole Lee from Bon Bon Reads, and also The First Sister with Cami from Burrows and Books. I'm really excited for The First Sister. I'm excited for all of them, but The First Sister just looks so fun and sci-fi-y, and I have seen a lot for the second book around this time, so I'm really excited to get into that one in particular. The color theme for this month, I decided to go with these two blue colors, so the dark blue, the light blue, and then kind of like a golden yellow with these green accents, because y'all know I love to just throw in some random leafy accents. So that's what I did with my TBR. And then because my TBR also consists of books that are not going to be read during the 10th through the 24th for this readathon, I also made a tiny space for any extra books that I'm going to be reading, whether that's in the first of the month or at the end of the month. So on this next page, I am doing my continued TBR as well as a smaller social media tracker, which we will get into in just a second. I decided to do these kind of like three of swords, like hearts, swords of hearts doodles for this page, as well as of course a fun little rose for my TBR. On the right hand side, like I said, we're doing a smaller social media tracker this month, and the content ideas list will be right below that. I decided to condense this part because I feel like every time I make a huge page and I never use up whole page. So I'm making it a little bit smaller this month, and as you can see, I've got 3 boxes, one for Instagram, one for YouTube, and one for TikTok. The S, G, and E stand for start, goal, end. So like whatever we start with at the beginning of the month, our goal for the month, and then what we end with at the month, and then underneath a space for when we reach that goal to write in the date. I'm hoping that I'll be able to use up this whole space for the content ideas and the social media tracker. I feel like my content ideas are probably going to spread to the left-hand side as well, but we'll see. Flipping the page, you guys know I have to do my favorite lines. A lot of my spreads come from my good friend Noelle from Noelle 7 Pages. She is my bujo queen, and I definitely got a lot of my spread ideas from her and just kind of modified them to fit my own kind of style. Of course, here in this spread, we're going to have 3 tarot cards in the bottom right hand corner, as well as some fun title like ribbon, title banner. I have never been good at banners and I'm trying to be better at them. So I thought that it would be a fun time for me to just kind of practice and see how it goes. I really enjoy how these tarot cards came out in the bottom right hand corner. It kind of reminds me of card captors. I don't know if anybody knows what that is, but I know it's none of the colors and it does not look the same at all, but that's just what it reminds me of. So we're going with that. And in this favorite line spread, I will basically just write in the favorite lines that I come across as I'm reading throughout the month. It's one of my favorite spreads and honestly brings me the most joy. Flipping the page, I've got my wrap up page. In this section, I kind of just went with some kind of witchy hands and a bunch of leaves. I don't even know what kind of leaves these are, like ferns. That's pretty much the only thing I can think of. So eucalyptus maybe? Maybe eucalyptus. But anyway, for the wrap up page, I like to put the title and the author of the book, when, where, how, pages, and the star rating for all the books that I'm reading during the month. So when is of course going to be the date, where is going to be where I have it. So like, do I own it? Is it from the library? Is it from Scribd? And then how is going to be, is it a physical book, audiobook, ebook, ARC, whatever. And then flipping the page, I have been recently doing these weekly spreads in my bullet journal. I like it because I can stay organized throughout the weeks of the month. Do I need a little bit of practice in the execution of these weekly spreads? Yes, I do. But, like I always say on this channel, it is a learning experience and, we're just gonna roll with it. So I decided to do kind of like a Dutch door situation, and this is supposed to be kind of like when you go in and get your cards read and you're picking a card for your future, okay? And like the future is whatever card you pick. I don't know, that's the theme, that's what I was going for. Was the execution there? I'm not sure. But you guys can tell me, down in the comments if you think it's good or not. And then of course for next month, I have this big space of kind of like a crystal ball for the future, and anything that I need to make sure I am keeping up with for next month will go in that space. So here, this is kind of self-explanatory, but every day I've basically just listed out the day of the week and the date of the week. And put a cute little quote, pick a card and choose a future down at the bottom. I decided to do this front page with the kind of theme of the tarot cards that I've kind of been doing throughout this spread, and then I will color them in the same sort of pattern that I've been doing. So on the left hand side here, you guys can see that I changed notes to do. I'm still working on my lettering. Is it the best thing in the world? Not really, but practice makes perfect. Practice makes better. On the left hand side, I'll have a space for all the things I need to do this month and fill in as the weeks go by. And then on the right hand side, of course, you guys can see I've got all my cute little tarots, which I kind of alternated the colors for. I'm going into the days of the week and just kind of highlighting more of these cool colors so that I can mix it up a little bit, make it not as boring. And then I decided to make the curtains, like the cosmic curtains, if you will, just kind of like this light blue color, because I didn't want to make it dark, because I just like everything to be kind of like light, like a little bit lighter. Doesn't it look like a carnival? Some could say that. Some could say that. And then of course going in with all my accent colors to kind of fill in all the white space. I like to kind of break up the white space with these lines. Also, it's easier for me to write things down when it's broken up in these different colored lines, and that's pretty much it. Those are my simple weekly spreads. So now it's time for the final flip through. Alright guys, and that about wraps up our tarot themed bullet journal for July. If you guys are interested, like I said, in joining the tarot readathon, please check out that information below. If you like this video, give it a like for me. Comment down below if you guys do bullet journaling yourselves. I would love to check out your videos. Subscribe if you would like to support me and Monique on this channel, and turn on that notification bell if you don't want to miss another video from us. And until our next video, I'll see you guys next time.